Let's review Disrupt You, Master Personal Transformation, Seize Opportunity, and Thrive in the Era of Endless Innovation by Samit. Disrupt You is the hot word in Silicon Valley. And it's not just the disruption itself, it's people think of changing the world, but they don't think of changing themselves first. So in this book, Samit, a very successful entrepreneur as well, a dyslexic hustler who once worked with EMI during its musical demise, adds his tidbits into a well put together book with great stories about the cotton gin, guns, every type of business, especially the Silicon Valley businesses. And it's put together very well with quotes, as well as having the type of personality he's worked around throughout his life. Here's a list of some main points you'll learn from the book. Are disruptions. There's no job security. It's about seizing opportunity. The game never ends. The self-help really is to get out of your own way. Obstacle is opportunity. Be positive no matter what the situation. Speed is king. Speed to fail. Data disappoints but never lies. Once the value chain is broken, you're never going back. Be able to identify disproportionate links. Cut them off. Understand design and the customer experience. And here's a good phrase that I liked in the book. It's KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Samit pretended to be an expert, yet hired people to do the other work, just like Steve Jobs, if you think of it like that. He does convey an effort to help people. So this is a different type of business book. It seems very sincere, as well as when I was watching other YouTube videos, this guy's a great guy. He has that type of vibe. He's like a friend there for you, that you have this you can do it attitude for entrepreneurs. And especially with this new type of future with multiple jobs happening, having many different jobs, you're going to see disruptions all the time. There's no security. Some of the most interesting disruptions were Napster. Since Jay was part of the music industry, people could download these songs for free without ever paying the music labels any money, such as EMI where he worked. So they're all trying to stop that, especially with Metallica. It brings back such good memories because I used Napster like crazy, and even though I could see it was wrong, or not so much right or wrong, it was just I wanted to listen to that song, and just the whole story of Napster started something really huge, that there's no gatekeepers and there's no control. It gives opportunity to small players. The peer-to-peer connection is something we want. Stories with the free headphones with Beats is what Beats did, is they sent free headphones out to the Olympic athletes. Instead of sponsoring the actual Olympics, they just gave it to the athletes, and that was a form of marketing itself. Understand the rebranding. I'm glad that I have these Japanese cars, that there's nothing better than, say, Toyota, Nissan, Honda, or Subaru. A weird angle he revealed that I haven't thought of is I don't know about just this 3D printing. I don't really know what that is, and I got to do some more research on it. It's something where you're supposed to have access to anything by a computer where it will design it. Say if you wanted a hammer, it will take the elements and you can print it from your printer. So it sounds a bit weird, but that is something that is in the future. Another disruptor is Amazon, especially that you have to innovate, where they are like a book selling business, where they had to gobble up their business to see that ebooks are the future. No one wants to carry around these physical books, causing pollution and just taking up room. That ebooks are the future, which also takes and gets rid of the big 5 publishers. There's Khan University, where you could take classes for free instead of spending like $90,000 a year for college. The distribution chain is continually evolving. What you need to do is find a problem and solve it. Be ready for disruption. Have no walls. It's coming no matter what. There's nothing can protect you. You can't always be blocking. That there's value creation is coming from darkness. A strategy that I want to use for my products going forward is the zombie idea. Can the idea be stopped or killed? It has to pass these tests to see that, hey, we have something we could work with, since failure is a big part of entrepreneurship. Now that capital and the ease of entrepreneurship, that there's no gatekeepers, there's so much venture capital being willing to throw money at almost anything. Businesses like Amazon and, say, Uber, they just have like never-ending capital. It's not that much of an issue anymore. But however, you have to be able to have someone to invest in you. And he terms it OPM, other people's money. In present day, we're having such digital disruption or information disruption. And it's a crowded market. It's the era of the crowd. Everybody wants attention, or they think they have it. That quick storytelling or simple to understand products are going to be the future. And just something I can relate with is they mentioned a city that I'm near, Concord, California, is that I do appreciate living out here, is that The schools, when I was growing up, they really took care of us in terms of setting up our computer literacy, where they gave us free computers, Apple computers, as well as they laid out Cat5 cable to all these schools for us. Everything's connected, such as Concord, California. Another big concept is freedom and free in the open internet, such as, say, Wiki and Craigslist. They didn't regularly make money off anything. They do things by getting donations, crowdsourcing, or maybe implementing other ways of making money that are not just for straight up profit and upfront. There's no middleman, there's peer-to-peer. It's the reason why tech companies are not ultra tamed. They're free. People like them because it's almost unattackable to attack a company or something that doesn't want to make profit. They want to improve people's lives. As for the mass that they show, and freedom is on the way, that these products can reach people in countries that are, say, oppressed, that these disruptions are happening hardcore in these areas that they want to block it. Something to think about. In terms of the future, these disruptions that are going to happen are, the next one is banking with the cryptocurrencies, and that's blockchain is going to be something that's really going to disrupt the banking industry, especially anything with automation. Another cool connection is Benihana with Steve Aoki, say grandpa or dad, created Benihana, that Japanese restaurant, is they were one of the first sharing economy type ideas, where they would group together people on a certain table so they could cook in front to make sure that seats were filled. Another interesting factoid is Carnegie created the library system in America, which, he didn't really make any money, but you see the future when you improve people's lives, things come back to you in some way. Very good book, and I do highly recommend it. Jay Samit's a really great guy, and I really connected with the stories, the quotes, and the visions that he has in this book. It's a must read. Pick it up.